Hello students, today we will discuss a question that came in the Business Studies exam held by the Assam Higher Secondary Education Council. The question that we have here is, discuss 5 limitations of e-business. Before going to the limitations, we will understand what is e-business. E-business means electronic businesses. So what is it? Any kind of business that is operated through electronic modes or through the use of internet, that is known as e-business. So by definition, e-business or electronic business refers to the conduct of business activities using internet and digital technologies. It goes beyond just buying and selling online. It includes servicing customers, collaborating with partners, and running internal processes electronically. So, what is e-business? It does not only include buying and selling. It also includes other activities like service customers, providing customer service, partnering or collaborating with other partners, and running other internal processes through electronic mode. So what does an e-business do? It does not only buy and sell goods through online or electronic mode, it also provides customer service through online or electronic modes. It collaborates with partners through again internet or digital technologies, and it runs all the other internal processes through digital technologies itself. And what does it do? It covers not only e-commerce, buying and selling, it also does other business functions like production, inventory management, finance, human resource, customer relationship management through digital platform. So all the internal processes that is mentioned here is, so these are the internal processes that a business does in the electronic mode. So this was the concept of e-business. Now we move to the limitations of the e-business. So the limitations or the 5 limitations of electronic businesses are, the first is low personal touch. So what does an electronic business do? It is mostly done through online mode. What happens here? It is mostly a virtual business. So that is why there is very low personal touch, or there is no contact or physical contact between the customers and the business. So here it lacks face-to-face interaction, which can affect customer trust and satisfaction. So it can affect the customer trust and satisfaction, especially for products that need personal inspection. So because these electronic businesses are the mostly virtual businesses, there is very low personal touch with the customers, and it becomes a limitation for that business, because sometimes certain kind of activities needs personal touch, which these kind of businesses lack. The next limitation we have is security concern, because e-business or electronic businesses are virtual and are done electronically or in the online mode. They have certain security concerns because they are vulnerable to hacking, data theft, fraud, and they make a major security challenge for all the electronic businesses. So again, this becomes a limitation for the e-businesses, the security concerns. The next limitation we have is technological barrier. Again, not everyone has the access to technological devices. So it becomes a limitation for electronic businesses. Not everyone has access to the internet or the skills to use digital platforms, which limits the reach of that, or limits the market reach of that business. So it becomes one limitation for electronic businesses. The next limitation we have is resistance to change. So a lot of customers resist change, or a lot of people resist change. So some people prefer to go to the market and buy something, or receive services directly from the service provider instead of going or preferring electronic businesses. So that becomes a limitation. So how resistance to change becomes a limitation? Many people, especially in traditional sectors, are hesitant to adopt new technologies and online methods. So this becomes another limitation for electronic businesses. The last limitation we have is ethical and legal issues. Issues like online piracy, fake reviews and misuse of customer data can harm both consumers and businesses. So ethical and legal issues are these, like online piracy. Again, a lot of people give fake reviews for certain kind of products, and when customer data is misused, these are ethical and legal issues of electronic business that hampers the reputation of their business. So this becomes a limitation. So these were the limitations of e-businesses. What are they? First is it is very low personal touch. Second is security concerns like hacking, data theft, etc. Third is technological barriers where everyone does not have the access to electronic devices. Fourth, we have resistance to change where people do not like changing their methods of shopping or accepting services. So that becomes another limitation. And the fifth is ethical and legal issues, which is concerned with fake reviews, online piracy, etc.